Hey there. Welcome to Super Chat Fridays. How are you? Come in the comments and tell us how you're doing. This is week number 63, and I have had a lot of tech drama for the last 10, no, an hour. I almost didn't go live. If you're watching me, LinkedIn has been giving me some grief. So if you can see me on LinkedIn, please tell me, because otherwise I might have to restart the broadcast. If you're going to watch the replay, I'm going to make sure I edit this part out so we get straight into it. Hi. So uh, good to be live. I hope I am live. This is open office hours. So if you're watching me and you have questions, I am getting a lot of questions on YouTube, a lot, private messages, etc. This would be a great time to catch up and ask. I'm going to check because I don't know if I'm live on LinkedIn. It doesn't look like I'm live on LinkedIn. Oh, there's a comment. I'm live on LinkedIn. Hi, Namrata. How are you? Good to see you. So, yeah, warm welcome. If you guys are watching, come in and tell, how's it been? How's your week been? What have you learned lately? What has been an interesting lesson? So I'm here for you. So if you have questions, anything, this would be a great time to ask. And a quick hello, Namrata, Adina, Eva, Abhilash. Hi, Jeff. Good to see you. And if you have very specific tech, LinkedIn related questions, then my friend Jeff Young is actually the guru of all things LinkedIn as well. He is the LinkedIn guru, as a matter of fact. That's in his headline, hashtag LinkedIn guru. That's not a title he gave himself. That's a title all his fans have given him. So shout out to you, Jeff. This is not one of those places where I'm like, ask me anything. I am the guru. No, we're all learning together. I can talk about mistakes I've made and lessons I've learned. I can do that. However, I don't want you to get the impression that I'm here to solve all your problems because I know better than you, because that's not the case. So yeah, shoot your questions. I am here for you. So how's everyone doing? Mohit, Roshan, Tavleen. Hey G, good morning. Gandharv, Risto, very cold in Finland. Risto sent me pictures this morning. It is freezing, and he thinks it's practically summer because it's better than minus 30 degrees. So I think it's all about perspective. So yeah, I get lots of questions. Sometimes I'm in the middle of a video, a live stream with a guest, and then somebody's asking, and I'm like, hey, come to the Ask Me Anything. So this would be a great time. I am ready to hit it. And let's go. Yes, I got a question. Yes. Uh, Thank you for saying. You don't say this to a woman, Gandharv. You don't say, hey, you look tired today. Yeah. But all good. Like I said, I had a lot of tech issues. I almost didn't go live, but I am here today. Do you think that employees' voice can be useful for engagement and feedback? Yeah, definitely. I mean, employee is the first customer for the company, I think. Yes, you have the paying customer, yes, but the employee is the first one. It's the internal customer. Because if they are happy, then your external customer is happy. So 100% useful for engagement and feedback, provided, guys, oh, I forgot to say, this is going to be very unfiltered. If you like things to be censored and politically correct, this is not the place for you. But if you want to hear the God honest truth, no filter, um, honest. Yeah, I just said that. Yeah, that's this is the place. If you don't like that, move on. Change the channel. Move on. You can click dislike. I don't care. Just move on. So that is what I think, Siddharth. So, yep, I'm gonna see a lot of other questions. Yes, Jeff, there's a lot of features. Has everyone taken a look? Jeff, thanks for the reminder. LinkedIn came out 2 or 3 days ago with some new features, fresh off the press. I don't know how quickly they're going to roll it out in the respective countries, but there's going to be things like cover story. So when someone clicks, it's no longer a static image of you on your profile in terms of your headshot. It's going to be you saying something, which is wonderful. It's multi-dimensional. Not everybody will like it, not everybody will do it. One second. Cheers. So yeah, it's really very, very worth checking it out. Jeff has linked the blog right here in the comments. So take advantage of it if you're watching me on YouTube. In any case, you'll find it in the LinkedIn blogs. So thank you for that, Jeff. Perfect. So I'm going to rewind. Yeah, hey, wonderful, Tavleen. I'm glad they help you. So this is very interactive. If you're watching the replay, it's not going to be as much fun. You should come to the live stream. We have a lot of fun together and it's unfiltered, real stuff. Perfect. So, hey, yes, I launched a newsletter yesterday. I had a lot, 2 days ago. Was it 1st April? Yes, just go into my website and just hit newsletter. It's superchargeyourself.com/newsletter. Just go in and subscribe. I look forward to having you as a subscriber. How do you judge yourself when it's time to switch the organization? How to judge yourself when it's time to switch? How do you know when it's time to move? Is that your question, Brijesh? Could you clarify for me if that's what you mean? Because I have an answer for you. So, Brajesh, if you're watching, just come into the comments and reply. How do you not say sir, ma'am? Because I've practiced it from college. Jay Surya. Jay, I think, can I call you Jay? I think there's a cultural thing. I think that it's very common in certain cultures. People call me, by the way, all the time on LinkedIn or YouTube when I connect. Hey, ma'am, it's a pleasure. It's an honor to connect with you. I'm like, hey, please stop calling me that. I feel 110 years old. But I have a little bit more sort of maybe more modern sort of outlook. You can decide that by simply asking, what do they prefer to be called? To say it. I worked in a company where my dad's friend was one of the big bosses, and everyone called him Arjun. And I used to call him Arjun uncle. So I just had to stop doing that because he said, stop it. Like, this is embarrassing. So you've got to figure out what is the lay of the land, and the best practice internally, and just go with that, and kind of become a chameleon in a way. Good morning, Tegan. How are you? Yes, Ajit. I'm getting a lot of interviews, but not getting offers. Ajit, it's not necessary there's something wrong with you. So it's very simple. It's not that complicated. If you're getting a lot of interviews, it means that your resume is doing a good job to showcase your awesomeness. And they think you can do the job because they called you for the interview. Just remember that. If someone calls you for the interview, they already think you can do the job. All you got to do is prove them right. That's all you've got to do. Really. It's not, you just have to make sure you don't muck it up. So if the interviews are not converting to offers, I have a bunch of videos on YouTube. Check it out. There's one video I released, I think about a week ago, where it's literally the topic of why your interviews may not be converting into offers. And a quick recap of that. One reason could be that you're not exactly 100% sure what they're looking for. And the thing that you think you're pitching is not the thing they want, right? Because at the end of the day, the interview is two things. One is your, what you say, the content. The second is how you say it, the delivery. And if you see in the comments here, there was a comment here by someone called Devika Das. A couple of weeks ago, we did an entire 1-hour session on non-verbal body language. Check that out. So content and delivery is one aspect of the interview. The other aspect is go deep in the content. And what that means is, what problem are you solving? They have to feel like you fit in. You're solving a problem. And you're not going to be interviewed by robots. You're being interviewed by people. What does that mean? People are not perfect. People have biases. You have biases. I have biases. That's just the way we are. So also try and do mock interviews. I had a person on my podcast. He said it's shocking to me. He's a communications coach and a barrister, a lawyer. So his job all day long is practicing in front of speaking in front of a judge and a jury and influencing and persuading them to make a decision. So he says he has communication clients, and he says it's shocking to me how before an important meeting, a lot of people don't practice. They just like, I'm going to wing it. I'm just going to go for it without real practice. So that's an issue. For example, practice in front of a mirror, practice in front of a friend, hire a coach if you can, and get to the bottom of it. If there's not conversion happening, I'm glad you're asking this question, because you have the self-awareness and the humility to realize something is wrong. Because the first thing people think is they're stupid. They should have hired me. It's their loss. Maybe. maybe. But if there's scope for improvement, then why not? Right? Okie do. How's the job market currently looking like in India? Hey, so you know what? I'm gonna kind of stick to questions where I kind of know the answer. There's a lot of these things that you can get. Not to call you out or anything, chefs, but a lot of this you can already check on Google, etc. And the time today is a little limited. I think it's a little slow. That's what I think based on everything that I read. And you're asking me about one particular country, and the audience here is global. Things are looking up. If you check the newsletter that I sent out yesterday, things in the US are looking up, and the US economy is always a very good indicator of how things are going to be for the rest of the economies in the world. So hopefully that is going to be helpful. Yeah, fantastic. How do you stay positive, Pramod? Oh gosh. If anybody has tips here for Pramod, please put it in the comments. This is not an easy question. It's not a simple question. I think, Pramod, there are days you just don't want to get out of bed. Let's be honest. Yeah, there are days when it feels too much, and you can't afford to just stay in bed all the time. There's people who depend on us, right? Kids, parents, whatever. I think that it's important to not ignore that. I'm glad that you're asking this. They're different things. There are different things you can do. Some are very silly, small, tactical things. Others are more big mindset things. I'll start with the small, tactical things. I feel like things like getting some air, getting out, feeling alive, feeling alive. When I hear the birds, I hear kids laughing, it's, pumps up a little bit. And I mean, I guess you're a guy because this Pramod is a guy's name, but women, I mean, I made a little of an effort today, a little bit more makeup, makes me feel better. Dress up a little bit. It just, like, you're not going anywhere. There's a lockdown. Obviously, it's depressing, but just do it for yourself. Something that makes you happy, that show on Netflix, that book, Nutella. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. And bigger mindset things, I think you just have to have that why of yours nailed down and dialed in. Why are you doing what you're doing? It's for something specific, a big reason for yourself. Your why has to be very, it's very personal. They say your why makes you cry. It pumps you up. It's your mission. When you have your eyes on that, even on bad days, you have your eyes on that, that helps. And the third thing I can tell you is I learned something this week. I do it as well, but I learned a new word. It's called the smile file. Oop, oop. I don't want to break my microphone. Make a smile file. What the heck is a smile file? Every single time that you receive appreciation, testimonials, a nice comment, anything like that, and it's written down, transfer it to your smile file. And during days exactly like these days that you're talking about, Pramod, open it. It'll make you smile. I hope that helps you. I think I've gone into quite a bit of detail. Coffee helps as well. Yes, you're absolutely right. Good morning, Dan. It's 6 a.m. for you, I think. 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. 5 a.m. for you. So coffee definitely helps, particularly at 5 a.m. Fabulous. I'm going to go a little bit faster because I see that I'm falling behind in terms of questions. I'm loving the engagement. Thank you guys for being here. This is really appreciated. So if I already have an offer letter from a company and I accept it, if you accept it, is there any room for renegotiation if you're not satisfied with the package? Oh. Remember, I said unfiltered. God honest truth. If you sign something, you've accepted it. If you don't like it, you can leave, find something else. But it's not a good look. The time to negotiate is before, which is why we all talk about it here. And many people will tell you before you sign, really, really think about it. You can always say after you join, what are the opportunities to grow? What do I need to do? In 3 months, 6 months. But then I would be very careful of that. Your manager, HR might think you're a little bit of a unstable character. You know what I mean? And I don't want them to think that about you. So just really, this is a great question and great lesson for everyone else. Once you sign, it's done. I don't know. I mean, you could completely disagree with me. So take everything I say today with a pinch of salt. This is, like I said, it's coming from my lens, my perspective. It just makes you look a little, unreliable if you change your mind. Can you ask? Yes, you can ask, but I really want you to ask before you sign. That's negotiation, and you should bloody well ask. But after you sign, yeah, you've got the answer. Jofin, I don't know if I pronounced that correctly. When we think of a salary correction is required, how do you put it forth in the meeting? In the meeting we all have. When you say that, do you mean like like an important meeting, Jofin? It's an excellent question. You got to go with facts. I think this is a fantastic time to do something a little difficult. And the difficult thing is to throw emotions out the window. It's difficult because we are very close to it. Why? We're talking about us. We are representing us. It's like being a lawyer for yourself. And it's the reason it's not easy is because, yeah, we think we're innocent, for example, in court. And here, of course, we think we deserve it. I've worked so hard, etc. So try and remove the emotion part out of it and go with arguments. Very strong arguments and facts. And it's not he said, she said, but it's documented, because of the work I did, there was a 5% increase in revenue. I'm a big fan of data and numbers. In my resume related content on YouTube and LinkedIn, I talk about the WIDM method. What on earth is a WIDM method? A few of my friends are watching here today, and they know I'm a big fan of acronyms. WIDM is, maybe I'm just going to also write what it means because it's not a real word. It's a nonsensical word. Okay, it's going to make more sense now. WIDM is what you did and what was the impact. So that's the acronym I've created. When it comes to resumes, a lot of people just focus on what they did. It looks like a job description, but not the impact. So here, talk about the impact. And the impact is 4 ways you can measure it. Did you help company to make money, save more money, save time, and save reputation? Reputation, brand, goodwill, a lot of those things which are difficult to document, just throw it in there. And also, yeah, I mean, talk about attitude. Talk about anytime it happened, late night, you wanted me to be there, I was there. So go, really, really fact-based that, and that should like that is on the performance side, and then do really good research, proper on-point research on data. It looks like for in salaries, in your position, in your industry, in your function, in your location. A person like you would earn how much? And this is where you today. What can be rather than say I need more money, I think I should be paid more. Whatever the language, go with open-ended questions. I did a live stream on YouTube a few months ago on how to ask good open-ended questions. Start with things like what would I need to get a bump salary? Rather than I deserve to be paid more, because that comes across as a little bit more asking. So I hope that hits you, Tofan. To be quick, if that doesn't, let me know in the comments. How do you tackle the pressure of hearing back from HR on all rounds? How to tackle the pressure of hearing back from HR on all rounds and expecting an offer? This is not fun, Tavleen. Oh my God. It's waiting for Guru. My rule is, first of all, a real idea is check out very nice blog by, shout out, my friend Morgan did an article on follow-up. How do you follow up? How not? They asked a lot of people, and I contributed as well. And this is what I said. Email. And don't like, I haven't heard that from you. Can you please tell me the outcome? Don't be snarky. Please don't do that. Everyone's currently going through a lot of hard times. Listen. So follow up with empathy. Hi, Sonal. I'm sure you're very busy. This is Avli. We met last week, and it was a absolute pleasure meeting, X, Y, and person in your company. I'm really looking forward to hearing from you. I know how busy things get, and in the cracks. So whenever you have a moment, I'd love to hear back from you. I'm so excited about the position, and thank you so much for reading. Wish you the best. No response, try again in 5 days. Response, try again in 5 days. I will say 3 times and then forget it. Move on. Move on. You're being ghosted. It looks like you're being ghosted. Just leave. That's my rule. 3 times, once every 5 businesses. Okay, go. Buenos días, Dante. ¿Cómo estás? Bottom line of the business. Very well said. What great problem. I have multiple offers. To what extent can I push them for financial benefits? Dream champions. Don't chase money right now. I know that's horrible. We need money. Please don't get me wrong. Money will come. Money is not the target. Money is not the target. I interviewed a fabulous guest on my podcast yesterday. It's going to come out soon. He's written a book called The Goer. I interviewed Bob Berg. He said money is not the target. I want you to listen to the rest of it when it comes out. Money is what you get. Lord, you can serve better. You fit better. The role makes you happy. There'll be three. There'll be one role that like your heart beats a little faster when you think about it. There will be. Just go for that one. You see scope for growth. You see scope. You can be really, really valuable. Money will come, but don't chase money. Money will come. Trust me. When you're what you do, you have intentions. Money will more than come. It'll flow. Very simplistic answer. Hi, I think I answered a question of yours. I swear to you, I promise I'll get back to you. Please if you can, copy paste the question a little later because I want to get to others who are wait a little longer. I hope you don't mind that. Why HR business partners scary people? Is that what you mean, number? I'm sorry, I didn't get the question. Can you just clarify the question what that means? Are they scary? Are they scared? Those are two different things. Hey, Dash, very happy to see that. Thank you so much. How do you evaluate yourself and ready to step in with other organizations? Okay, I suggest you just start with the simple. Your question's a little rounded up for me. So I'm trying to say, how do you know when you're ready to leave? Right? I have a whole detailed live stream and video on six signs when it's time to move on. If you haven't watched them, watch them very quickly. And every single one of those signs has a very detailed explanation. When you listen to that, you're like, you will either think, yeah, I don't think that's me yet, or I think, oh my God, that's exactly me right now. Yeah. It doesn't give you energy. There's no growth. There's no learning. The thought that makes you on Sunday night, I call it TSF, the Sunday feeling. There's no impact, which means you're working on something present in a project, PowerPoint, and then nothing happens with it. There's no impact, right? And you just out. You don't really care anymore. You don't care where your future is going. Those are all six signs. Read, note those details down. Hello there. Fabulous. So, fresh graduate, is it advisable to offer all jobs that seem relevant or initially focus on top-notch companies? I suggest you focus on the jobs that seem relevant to you, Hassan, are not going to be all jobs. If there's 100 jobs out there in the market, there'll be a few jobs which are very relevant to you. Rather than, I don't know, this is an opinion of mine, rather than go wide, I would go deep. Get fewer jobs and target the crap out of them. You know everything about these companies. You've done such wonderful research. Then see who the people you know or don't know, but you like to know, and reach out to people. Yeah, there's a way to reach out. Not, hey, listen, I need a job in your company. Can I have a 10-minute, 20-minute exploratory session with you? Don't do that. Very specific questions. Follow what they're doing. Don't take before you give. Read this book, guys. Read this book, The Go Giver by Bob Burg. Just read it. We're always taught to be the go getter. This is a mindset shift for attack, Bob. We've been taught to be go getters. It's dog eat dog world. That's what we've been taught. Go giver instead. So look at opportunities where it's relevant. See if you can help people. It sounds weird. How can I get a job and help people? Just trust me, just do it. There's something karma. And go deeper in that. If those great jobs that you have in mind happen to be at top-notch companies, that's fine. That's great. I would say don't get seduced by just the name. The position matters a lot. We said the position just lights you up when you think about it. Okay. I think we have another Tavleen here. Hi. How do you tackle the pressure? I think we did this one already. So all good. Hopefully you got an answer to that. Hi, Rajesh. Working from home, working from office. Are you asking my opinion? I would a hybrid actually. It's at the end of the day, it's what people want. I mean, what matters is choice. Because people don't like working at home. They want boundaries. And like, I see my kids in the evening. That's fine. Some people don't want office at all, the politics. It's the choice has to be. And for me, that's the number one. Wishful thinking versus pragmatism or mindful doing. A lot has been said about personal development, professional development. I think a combination of both. I think that dreaming and wishful thinking is required. I do think so. I think that helps things become visual. However, it's like buying. It's like I need a vacuum cleaner. I need it. That's wishful thinking. And pragmatism, I buy it. Fantastic. Now, development, if I'm real development, I gotta use it. I gotta use the vacuum cleaner. If I don't use it, nothing's gonna be cleaned up, including my own mind. Very simplistic answer. I hope it helps a little bit. How do you advise to present yourself to a person? Good question, Chief Operating Officer. The stakes are very high, so you do massive amounts of homework. I have a detailed live stream on 10 questions you can ask interviewer to impress them. And the hint I'm going to, please go and watch the live stream. The hint there is just try and let them talk as much as possible. For me, the sweet spot is when it's 50-50. A lot of us think that we are listening, so we are interviewing, so we're the ones who are going to be like blah, 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 and they listen a little bit. That's a little bit old school for me. Make it a lot more interactive. I answered that, so hopefully that helps you well. Hi, Virali. I have a 2-month notice period, and this has become a hurdle every time I want to switch my job. Negotiate, Vishali. We don't negotiate to get a new job. You also got to negotiate your exit. One of the things you can negotiate in your exit is your notice period. And make it look to them like, I mean, it shouldn't be, oh, we need Vishali and there's no way we'll let you leave. Also be a little angry and bitter. They want you to go. But on the other hand, if you planned everything and you run a proper handover and things can work with you, it's a little bit easier for them mentally. What I mean, it may not be a hurdle, may or may not. And if the right company wants you, just wait. In Europe, it's 30 weeks, 3 months, 3 months. I have waited. Sometimes I waited 6 months. Somebody had non-compete or a particular clause. When they really, really want you, they wait. You know what happens when you want something, you can't have it? It want it more. So that can sweeten the deal when it comes to salary negotiation. Yeah, there was a very interesting video. It says, I think I watched it on how people prefer to be called. So definitely check that out. Risto, I'm a little bit behind in my comments. Hi, Neha. I have a gap, a 3-year gap, a gap of 3 years. It's okay. That's okay. You have reasons for having a gap. Please watch the detailed video on how to get back your career on track after a pause in your career. Hi, Johnson. What do you do when you feel underpaid as per industry standards and they're not doing anything? Johnson, I answered this question a little bit earlier. Just watch the replay. You'll get a lot of tips from there as well. Vidyut, can you please share some tips on rehiring interview, or maybe a series of videos if you can? Tips on rehiring interviews. Vidyut, I'm sorry, I don't quite get it. Could you repeat, or could you rephrase the question? Dan, you don't have to wake up, dude. You don't have to watch. You don't want if you don't want to. How do you handle rejection? Shivam? This is not an easy one. It's not an easy one. Again, I don't know if I can share this with you guys. I did a very detailed live stream on rejection. A lot of things, you guys. Hopefully you can see my screen. Yeah, you can. Okay. A lot of things, guys, you're gonna find if you go to previous editions of Supercharge Fridays. Let me see if this comes up. It does. So you see, 7 months ago, I did a live stream on handling rejection, and by gosh, you guys, you have to watch this episode. This happens to be friends of mine, Lee, Andres, Lauren Life. We went detail about even personal rejection, guys. How to handle it when kids don't want to anymore. It's a golden episode. Definitely take advantage and watch it. Shivam. Hi, any questions? Sorry, any ideas to go through the interview for different profiles for experienced candidate? Yeah, I have a whole place on interview, how to supercharge your interview prep, and how to prepare top 5 interview questions, and how to have 3 fantastic questions to ask your hiring manager in the course of the interview. So definitely take advantage of that. And if you have something more specific, please ask me here, because your questions are vague right now for me. But you definitely get a lot from there. I'm a fresh graduate. How do I do? Should I do certifications for getting into? I don't know. I don't know if certifications are going to get you interviews. It totally depends on the field you're in. For example, in tech, certain certifications, but is it the only thing? It's not. You gotta go out there and meet people. Don't take shortcuts. A lot of people think they've applied to 20 jobs today, done 10 certifications this month. People are going to come knocking on door. It doesn't work that way. People don't know about you, right? Remember what I said? If you want a clean house, you got to actually use the vacuum cleaner and not just order it. Certifications are great, skills are great, but show companies how you actually used it. So here's an idea. How about creating a little video on LinkedIn or creating a little post? LinkedIn, okay? Let's be clear, we're professionals hanging out more in TikTok and YouTube. So create something and showcases what you can do with this. And it's not about you, it's about what you can do for them. This is one idea. But also reach and meet people who are doing what you would love to do. And ask them very specific 2-3 questions related to certifications, skills, anything like that. That will help you. Okay. What is that version? Does it mean listening? Harsh Vardhan. Yes. So, Harsh, I don't do fake odds. I am sorry. My inbox is flooded. If you want one-on-one, everything is in my website under work with me. Check it out. Otherwise, feel free to take advantage of the videos I already have. Nagraj, is it necessary that a resume looks beautiful? No, no. Think. Hype or substance? Hype or substance? Hype gets you little far. Yes, this is a great actress or actor. Really good. They're really good looking. Okay, but they can't act to say that. Their dad is very famous, but they can't act to say that. Yeah, I won't work for a long term, right? So I would focus on content, and I wouldn't even focus on me in my resume. I would focus on what I can do with the person who's reading it. Yeah, and definitely got the paste. I've got like 6-7 videos on, including live streams in detail. I even have a resume writer with whom I did a live stream. She does this for a living, like this is her job. You know, she does people resumes for $2,000, $3,000, and she gave away fantastic tips. So take advantage of that. Yeah. Hey, be positive. Helping others makes you feel good about yourself. Always does. It always does, definitely. And you live that, don't you? How can you describe your weakness in a single line in a more diplomatic way? Fantastic question. I feel like I'm a bit of a broken record. I have a detailed video on how to handle the question of weaknesses. Watch it on YouTube, and it's a simple approach called the flow approach. PHLW. P stands for past weaknesses. If you see something which is used to be a problem in the past and it's not an issue for you, that shows that you've overcome it. H is hard skills. And that is something specific you're working on, like notification, a technical thing. Yeah. It's something teachable. And AW is a little bit more nuanced. It's livable, acceptable, meaning it's acceptable. It's not gonna in the way of your work. So watch that video in detail. It's definitely gonna help you out. I have two answer there. Dev answer, guys. It can't get easier than that. I've already put in all the work. Now take advantage of it and make it your own and get your own color. After salary structure discussions and all HR calls, that leadership will not be able to offer that much, and now they reduce the offer. Okay, I'm a little confused, Akshay. They said when you did negotiation, how was it done? I don't understand. So, did you put forth certain demands? And I don't know. If they can't accept you, they can't accept you. If you really want to work there, find a way to make it work. If you really want to work there, ask yourself, is it really worth it? Okay. It's a bit simplistic, and I lost place in the comments. Yeah, here we are. And please rewatch my salary negotiation video. You never ever are the first person to bring up the number. Let it be them, and do it in such a way that, I mean, although if your interview done that way, they also feel like, yeah, they want, and they'll want you at any cost. If there's a little bit lie on the boss, may not even know it, and they'll be a little bit, cheesy for something, then handle it. If you really want to work there, find a figure which is gonna make them happy and make you happy. There's always. Hi Rajiv, do you have experience with younger generation entering into the workforce? There's a gap in terms of the expectations. Yeah, it's a bit more sort of philosophical question, I guess. Ravi, I don't know. I do have experience with other people. I don't think it's only their expectations, it's also the systemic thing where they are taught certain things which may or may not correspond to reality. You know, real life things. How do you do taxes? How do you communicate in front of an audience? How do you get a resume? How do you start a company? Real life skills. All of those things are not. It's a bit more academic. For me, I think you need both. So yeah, there is a way, and I think some people are doing it already. So definitely, there's hope there. Running through things because I think I'm going to be here for hours. And I'm going to run things a bit faster. How can I ask flexibility to work from home and competing with candidates willing to work physically? We're in pandemic time, so if candidate wants to work physically in the office and the company says yes, you need to be sure if it's safe or not. And you got to lead with value, the value you bring. If the job needs to be done, the job is getting done whether or not in the office. Do you know what I mean? Don't put it as a hurdle, like something that's holding you back. Think of it as how this is beneficial to the company, that the money they would be saving, etc. By not having someone physically in the workforce. But I mean, put yourself in their shoes. I'm getting a lot of great advice. I'm live on the platforms, guys. I was wrote about what you feel great, and getting great advice here from other people. My friend in Dubai has mentioned this. Then Dumpala. My current salary is 4 lakhs per annum with years experience. Does it sound good if I ask for it comes back to why. Are you worth it? Lead with value. Don't lead with price. Read the book. Lead with value. Price is fair. Value is perception. Value is what we think worth, not what you think. This is what you think worth, right? But you got to translate in a way that they think you're absolutely worth it. It'll be a little easier to question. Hi, Ravi. How do you deal with telephonic run-ins, which are quite prevailing in India? It's not just in India. Telephones are very common across the world. Just like an interview, Rachit, it wouldn't be that different. Just prepare like you would prepare for face-to-face, not even Zoom. Just prepare like you would prepare for face-to-face. Be dressed up, be comfortable, be quiet space. Have a glass of water next to you. You'll be surprised how thirsty we get when we talk. Answer the questions with honesty, just like honestly, the rest of the stuff that you other would do. One thing more that I would say is don't hurry. Like, oh, they have 45 minutes, I better hurry. Don't. When you speak fast, it may not be very understood because they don't have the benefit of body language, your eyes, etc. They can only listen to your voice and your intonation. Time and understand your voice and intonation that you're clear. Smile. It's interesting when we smile on the phone, the other person can hear it, like they can sense it. You come across as more pleasant, somebody like to have around. So that's you. Speech to Tushar. Good question, Tushar. There's no such thing as a stupid question or is it okay to ask you? Very free to ask question. Practice. It comes down to practice. One is language, one is delivery. I don't understand the question is related to language or delivery. If I were to focus on both, practice. You don't get better by watching YouTube. You get better by actually doing it. Start a channel. Document your day as a crazy example. This is where I am today. This is where I am. This is steps I'm going to do or take together. Listen to podcast related to communication speech. Those will definitely help you as well. How do you ask for an internship on LinkedIn? Contacts, referral. Who's hiring? What's going on? You can find a way to map it. Definitely, referral help as well. How many times how many times should one follow up? Okay, I answered that already. So I went into detail. As a fresh graduate, how can we apply for a visa abroad? I don't know if you can come. I don't have the knowledge here, but if somebody is sponsored a visa, it's because of a skill that they don't have in their country. If you don't have that, why should they put yourself in their shoes, right? How many days, Ariani, how many days does it take to receive an interview? Oh man, if I had a nickel for this question, good lord, I have no idea. You never know. It also depends on how urgent the position is. I've received a call sometimes within 24 hours, and sometimes I've received a call within 4 months. Who knows, right? Recruiters are flooded like everyone else. Satish, good question. How do you resign professionally? Good. I love that you asked. You never burn bridges. You never burn bridges. Have a resignation templates on the internet. Take advantage and do it. If you were the boss, you'd be happy to receive. Yeah, even if it's an unpleasant experience or anything like that. Please don't ever bridges. Don't leave a bad taste in your mouth. You never know the future. People should continue nice things about you when you're on. Also respect, yeah? Respect if they have no, whatever it is that do it in the right way. I think already answered the question adding word professional. There's a way to do it. And do it in a way you'd receive if you were boss, right? And not focusing only on new company, because don't forget the new company is watching you. Watching you. If you screw up your old relationships and then you these guys and you're like, hey, were you able to, was the notice period okay? New company asks you, yeah, it's fine. I mean, I told them we kind of left. What do you think you guys are thinking? They're thinking, you can do that to us as well. You know what I mean? So how do you convince the current employer to leave at the earliest? Yeah. And this question was asked before as well. So take advantage of the replace party and definitely watch that. About notice period, I think we answered that as well. Kashish, any ideas to get through the for different profile? Okay, question was asked already and answered already. Is there an official time frame where which we will receive an offer once it's no, not officially. Come on, people. Just follow up. The fortune is in the follow up. Don't forget, the fortune is a follow up. So take advantage of the follow up. Great tips on positivity as well. So definitely take it. I think it was Pramod who asked that question. Pramod, I hope you're still here. Can you share some ideas? How do we communicate resolutions to our boss and professional? You guys are all seem to be on the same page because I'm getting repeated questions. How do you answer the question? You want to leave your current? Why do you leave your current job? I think it's a good. I think you need to balance. I'm not going to say you lie. Please don't lie. But you need to balance a little bit of reality, honesty, a bit of that with a little bit of what sounds right. Okay, you need both. We're in a professional world. Anybody who says authentic all the time, you're not authentic all the time. So talk about growth, whatever it is that's important to you. These are ideas. Talk about growth potential, growth, learning potential, growth potential. I felt like I had reached the ceiling. There are a lot more beneficial to you than saying things like I just didn't get along with my boss or they just didn't pay me well enough. Don't say that. Make it about that. Because it shows a different mindset. Okay. It was a short answer, but there's, obviously, just make sure that answer doesn't come in the way of getting tuned. Two offers at the same. You got two offers or two jobs at the same time. Sorry, I'm guessing it's two offers. One is a curriculum associate, other is a renowned school. What's the question here? Do you have a question? Is it possible? I don't know this. No. Sharmishta, you know your own capacity and you know your capability. Just make sure whatever it is you do, you just do it. You do something, you do it well, 100%. If you do it and you do it 6%, and the other one you think you do it a little bit 30%, don't do that. So balance it in such a way that parties are happy. Not like I need to discuss. Focus on service and being somewhere you're actually going to be offered to them. Nasser, if I'm deported from Arabia because my sponsor refused to prepare a residency permit, can I come to the America study? I don't know. I'm not sure this is a great question, to be honest, because you do need a visa in the US. So it's a bit more personal. I'm sorry I'm not able to help you a lot more. Pratik, what's the reason behind large-sized company HR is not responding? Because they're large. And sometimes HR is bad. Sorry. It's like any other profession. You have great accountants, you have terrible accountants, you have great marketing, bad marketing. You have great HR, you have fabulous HR, and then you have crap. That could be that. It could be the fact that they don't have enough people. I mean, they have a small team, they have to hire thousands. Yeah, it could be many reasons. Remember, I said if you're coming here to truth. Okay, I did an HR interview. They said, thank you for your time and all the best. Follow up with them. If you want to know Preeti, just follow up saying, it was a pleasure meeting you. Don't speculate. When it comes to this, it's shocking to me how many people speculate. You're going to drive yourself mad. Either phone or send them an email. It was lovely. I enjoyed the conversation very much. I look forward to the next steps. If you want it, then you follow up. It's shocking how many people don't follow up. Biswajit, my boss is good over the fact that I didn't share the name of the organization where I've been offered a new job. Could that be a problem? It's up to you. It's private information. I'm sorry. If your boss doesn't like that, your boss can take it. I don't understand why it's a business. Perfectly honest. If they think that you don't trust them, then you don't trust them. Otherwise, you don't share it. But a lot of people don't share the new name that they have already joined. By the way, there's also a reason why you didn't share. You don't feel comfortable. There's 100% trust is missing there. They don't like that. It doesn't like that. Fine, just face it. If you want to move, you move. But remember, move professionally. Don't burn any bridges. Received an offer I've already accepted. Congratulations. Received another offer. Congratulations again. Oi. Be honest with them. I had a plastic on my podcast, and she said the same happened. And the new person, she went to that employer and said, I'm going to take the other one. People were actually nice, and they actually, what, if we were in your shoes, we would have done the same. And she stated, not everyone is this nice. I know that. If you like one better, 100% sure you've completely done your math, you've done your work to this one. Make sure you tell them that after some, have a call. Don't just put it on email, make it cold. Explain why you're doing it. It's a better decision for you. Yeah, just be honest. Stay in touch with them. Don't just drop them like heartbreak and that's it. No, that right. Put them yourself in their shoes. I hope things okay. People are saying things like, can't hear your voice. I'm sorry. I guess it's the way it is. I can't do anything about it right now. Rachit, you have to repeat the question. I'm flooded in comments here. I'm not going to go back and find it. So if you have another question, take advantage of me here and ask me. I think I'm connected, so hopefully everything's okay. There's a delay. I don't know what to do. Issue with audio. Sorry, guys. No, it's working. My mic is connected. I don't know, guys. I don't know if you have a problem. I'm speaking fast, and if I told now the problem, that's a problem. I have an offer from another company that currently is not paying me the salary since 4 months. And the company wants pay slips. Oh boy, what does the new company want pay slips? And please ask the old company it's a very strange problem. You need to ask the old company for not pay slips, but also need money. This is not nice. You might have to lodge a formal complaint because you worked those hours, right? You worked days. I think I would take it seriously. How do you identify if a company has a good working environment? You can tell a lot during the time of interviews. And if you're not physically there in interviews, it's a lot. You can tell a lot about work, but you can also tell from the interviewer. You can tell a lot of their behavior. And there's some questions you can ask, and just the video on questions to ask during job interview. There's certain questions which you can use to sort of have a better understanding of culture. Rather than ask something like, what's the culture in this company? It's a very blank question. You can ask specific questions. Hey, what are things about work here? I don't want to think maybe that you like less about work, things like that. That helps you a little as well. I'm sorry, guys, if the video is lagging. I don't know what I can do about this. And all the things are going to be practiced as a new journey in a work from home. What things are to be practiced as I think it comes down to, I don't have experience here, right? I'm just going to speak in terms of concepts. I think communication is key here. So stay in touch with your team, with manager on a regular basis, and things like even like lunchtime, like, hey, let's lunch together. This will have to break the ice a little bit, so that basically when you do eat one day, it'll be like, yeah, we know that. You know what I mean? It comes down to staying in touch and communication a lot more. I have a feeling there's an issue with LinkedIn today. I think there's an issue with that. But LinkedIn has done some features. So I'm sorry if you're experiencing that. I apologize. Is it good to start in a startup? Sure. I mean, it has to be worth it for you. I mean, risk is everywhere, but you have to see there's a future there. ask for equity, ask for stocks. It's definitely, but it comes down to the team. If you see there's something in the team that you see the click there, with your manager, with your team. Satya, good question about career gaps. There's a massive bias against candidates with a gap in their career. It's a pity, but it's the way it is. And I have a detailed live video, a live stream, as well as a video on YouTube on why they hesitate, 4 reasons why they hesitate, and what can you do about gap in your career. So definitely take advantage. It's a 17-minute masterclass. You'll definitely find something useful there. Generally, HR schedules, yeah, it's a good point. Yeah, I think the question was internship was asked already. So definitely go and a little bit. We also talked about follow-up as well. You'll find that as well. And Rick, when you're an entrepreneur and when you talk to an entrepreneur and he tells everyone he's partner and he's actually pays you peanuts. Okay, I don't specifically know what is the question here. Let's see. Yeah, Lee, I think it's not just you. It's sad if this is happening. I'm connected, but it's bad. I apologize. This is such a pity, guys. If the live stream is not clear, I feel related to all new features that are going on LinkedIn. Oh man, I apologize. I don't know what to do. If you if you give me a moment, give me 30 seconds. I'm gonna ask I have a feeling the kids might be doing something on the iPad, something like that, because they're homeschooling. One of them is finished. I'm gonna ask if he can stop doing that. Give me a moment. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I don't know how bizarre. I just took off the kid. I said, "Get off the iPad right now." Hopefully that makes a difference. I apologize. It's still happening. You ask your LinkedIn network for referrals. Yeah, that's a good question. You reach out and you ask, and you say specific to a particular topic you're interested in. This position is exciting, and this person in this company. I'd love an introduction, and always right at the little end, the little back door. Bob talked about it yesterday. Give them a back door. If this is a problem or if this isn't possible, I will completely understand. Makes less awkward. Why do some companies make you sign a bond? If they're putting in some investment and they don't think you're gonna, they just want to secure, right? They just want to make sure that that's just the way it is. Okay, hopefully I'm still changing my Wi-Fi as well. I hope that helps. If it does, not really. I'm sorry if things are a little bit. We're almost at the 1 hour mark, so I'm gonna end it pretty quickly, guys, because this is painful for me if you guys are not able to watch me properly. Can you please test if we don't find an appropriate candidate for a position? I think it comes down to network as well. It's not just candidates who need a good network, but it's also companies need a good network. The best candidates accordingly come from referrals. Yeah, it's totally the case. Something is wrong with my stream deck. Um, I'm gonna still try and see if I can answer, but if you guys are not able to hear me, then it's a problem. That's so sad. I'm just gonna hang up this. I'm sorry. Um, oh boy, it's still pretty poor, right? I have no idea what's going on, guys. What can I say? I've changed my connectivity as well. The kids are off the iPad. Okay. If you can hear, I don't know. I have just stay around for 2 minutes. I gave an MBA. MBA will be completed. I've given interviews. This question was asked before already. Sandeep, take advantage and watch the replay. Yeah, this is not you. I have no idea what's going on. It seems the problems are everywhere. It's not just LinkedIn. Okay, guys, I'm gonna unfortunately disconnect. There are still problems with because mic is working. I can see that mic is on, but if you still have problems with audio, etc., I'm gonna try and answer the questions on LinkedIn and on YouTube, guys. What you do is when I end the broadcast, don't put chat, put your questions in the comments. Write it down. Going off now. Post comments on YouTube or LinkedIn. Not okay. So I'm going off now. If you can't hear me, then it's a pity. There's no point. So I'm going to answer questions on YouTube. If you're watching me on YouTube, please put the comments of the live stream. Don't put it in the chat because I don't see them in time. Thank you so much. I apologize for this. I have no idea what happened. It's very sad, and I hope, yeah, I hope it doesn't happen again in the future. Take care of yourselves. Bye, everyone.